Hello Superset maniacs and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we have side by side the most influential bodybuilder and the greatest of all time, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the most influential bodybuilder of the social media era and the greatest classic physique competitor of all time, Chris Bumstead, or CBum as many people know him. It can't get more epic than this. You are going to see some awesome high quality colored pictures of Arnold that I assure you haven't seen before because I edited most of them myself from his old black and white photos. Front double biceps. Of course, this can't be a very serious comparison. Their primes are 50 years apart. The sport changed, the nutrition changed, the world changed. This comparison is more like a tribute to these two goats. Now, what do we have here? Conditioning in Arnold's era was obviously not at the level of today. They didn't have the knowledge and the drugs, honestly, so we won't be focusing on conditioning, at least not too much. CBum would destroy Arnold on stage by today's standards. Let's say this comparison is like, who looks more beautiful and streamlined? CBum is obviously more aesthetic with his superior V-taper, but Arnold could always pose around his wider waist, turning it into an asset. CBum wins the legs no doubt, but Arnold's lower body somehow flows perfectly with his overall physique, despite being kind of underwhelming. Arnold compensates with the superior guns, having some of the most epic biceps in history. The idea in this pose is that they both look good in their own way, and it's about personal preference. I think Arnold's pose is more notorious, more influential, so I'm giving him the first point in this comparison. Front lat spread. This is an easier pose to judge. Arnold's structure is not suited for this pose. This was never one of his favorite poses because of that. On the other hand, CBum's front lat spread is arguably one of his most epic poses. He always uses it in his routines even though it's not mandatory in the classic division. His front lat spread is as epic as Dorian's in my opinion. I hope I didn't upset the Dorian Knights watching this. Chris Bumstead wins this pose more dominantly than Arnold won his first pose, the front double biceps. Side chest pose, and this is another pose where both of them nail it. Granted, this is not a stage photo for Arnold, but it's arguably the most epic side chest pic of him, obviously colorized by me in Photoshop. If this were on any stage in any era, CBum would have won it technically, yet Arnold's incredible chest won't be denied here. This is the most epic chest that even the great Ronnie Coleman considered he would be no match for. I'm giving the point to Arnold in this pose, but again, if this were on stage, it would be CBum all day and all night. Back double biceps. Arnold is not known for his back, but contrary to many people's knowledge, he did have a great back. It's true, he's not spreading the back like CBum here, and he holds his legs oddly, but still a decent pose for Arnie. But CBum definitely wins the point in this pose. The picture speaks for itself. Abs and thighs, and this is the clearest picture of Arnold hitting something of an abs and thighs pose. Aside from some 1980 blurry pictures, there is no picture with him hitting a standard abs and thighs. And even if it was, he would not look good next to CBum. He had a wide waist and underwhelming thighs. This is CBum all day again. Most muscular pose, and this is why Arnold is Arnold. Look at that physique. Aside from the lower body, if this were on a bodybuilding stage, this would go to Arnie for sure. CBum's most muscular is spectacular and he has the rounder delts, but Arnold dominates him through the chest and arms big time, I would say. This is another Arnold pose in my books. And we end this comparison with this epic pose. Arnold made this pose epic and Chris uses it as a tribute to the oak and he also looks top notch in it. I would award this last pose as a draw. Arnold put it on the map and CBum keeps the legacy alive. I told you guys this was never going to be a serious comparison. Arnold will always be Arnold, but truth be said, CBum's physique became so legendary that it rivals Arnold in notoriety already. CBum is the nowadays Arnold if you want. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe for more comparisons like this, and see you next time guys.